started here in 1962, and it was at that time it was like 5'4", 114 pounds, but I like athletics. So I played a couple years of football, 3 years of basketball, and the rest was baseball. But my first year, freshman coach was Ralph Travey, and he must have liked me because I played every single game and I batted .095. So then at that time I had to, I just determined I was just going to be a pitcher, and that was it. So most influence was my parents. My dad, he worked for Union Oil, and then but he actually had a second job, and so I'll never forget every day around 3 o'clock he'd get off his one job and I was sitting there with my glove and ball, and he'd have this old first baseman glove, and he'd catch me. I'd do this every day. I just loved to pitch. So pretty soon I got older and I got a little bigger. This glove was all ratted up, and he finally told me, he said, I can't do it anymore. So then that's when I was in high school and so on. Well, I think, when you're naive and you're just learning, and I think sports is a thing to learn about pressure. I learned over the years, so I can handle pressure. And but I think the teachers, they were good teachers when I was there, and I learned quite a bit just by the experience of just being on the field and actually with academics too. So it's amazing how you got the new gym and you have this new administration building. And it wasn't there when I was here. We played basketball in the old gym, which I enjoyed that gym. That was the only place I actually dunked a basketball because I could step on the wall and go up and dunk it. So. But we played, when I played freshman, we played on a bottom field. I guess it's just like a soccer field now, but it's all grass. And then they just actually built the varsity baseball diamond up there, so I was fortunate to play there. Well, I went to Bakersfield College for 2 years, graduated from there, and then went to Cal State Northridge. And then out of Bakersfield College, I signed to play professional baseball with Cleveland Indians and played in the minor leagues, and then got traded to New York Yankees. And my first experience playing major leagues was with New York Yankees. My first time, it just I played 1,000 games, and you think you're ready, and you go out there and you can't breathe. And my catcher was Thurman Munson, and he looked like he was 150 feet away from me. But after you throw a couple pitches, then you get focused.
I had asked him one time, how did he learn to become such a good pitcher? And he tells this story about being 10, 11, 12 years old in his backyard here in East Bakersfield on Crawford Street. And he would just throw a baseball at a fence in the backyard for hours. And that story really touched me because I thought of a little kid, 10, 11, 12 years old, with that kind of dedication for hours, just throwing a ball at a wall. And he had told me that he liked to pretend that he was on the mound at Yankee Stadium, like all kids do. And to think that, he actually achieved that goal, it really touches my heart that he has this inner something. I haven't met many people with that kind of dedication, and it makes me really admire him and respect him, and I love him so much. And if I had to sum up one word to describe Rick, it wouldn't be a word, it would be a symbol, and this is what it is.
What you do? Well, after baseball, in fact, it's tough to leave baseball because you've been pampered all your life, and all of a sudden you come out and you got a term. You always say you got to go carry a lunch pail. So you got to go get a job. So I actually, only thing I had on my resume was baseball and college. So my brother was in oil fields and my dad was in the oil field. He worked for Union Oil. So I got this book and I just sent out to different companies and got four replies. So I went on this interview and I had a 2-hour interview and all we talked about was baseball. So man didn't care if I knew oil or anything. So I got hired there and I started in the oil business for 25 years, and I was in real estate and in the water business, so a variety of things. Well, that's it's been 40-something change years, and I think it's quite an honor. There's a lot of great athletes come out of here, and just to be with that group is quite an honor.